Hey guys, welcome back to another daily recap. Today we're going to go over VTSI. I was looking at BioC as well. However, VTSI was the one I ended up taking a trade on. I also took a trade on Facebook in my options account, so we're going to go ahead and review that trade as well and break it down step by step as to what exactly happened in each trade and what I can improve. See you there. 870 on this candle's the high. I'm going to buy in here. I'm going to anticipate the break on, I'm in at 52. I'm going to anticipate the break on the next 1 minute candle. Break a new high. Oh. So there. Didn't break as fast as I wanted it to. I got a decent entry. I was hoping it would just rip right past that and hopefully go back to 9 and then break 9. But you know, it's kind of rejecting off this level now. Good thing I got the whole thing filled. That was a pretty big move though. I got filled at 852. There you go. This is what I was looking for, was that rip right there. But you know, I sold. It's a little too quick. That's okay. Okay, so coming into this trade, I was really nervous about it. I had seen this huge move here. It made a big move, climbed all the way from 775 to 9. And then it was just, you know, kind of hesitating around the 875 level. It never really wanted to hold. And then after that, we'd see this huge rejection. Goes from 875 all the way back down to 8. And then it bounced pretty well off of VWAP. As you can see here, it went from 8 all the way to 875 again, and I believe this candle is going to break even higher over 9. So there's the break over 9. However, once again, just like these previous candles, it didn't hold that level. Here it goes again once more, taps 9, and you know, it's rejecting off this level now. So here I'm just debating, you know, I see the 5 minutes, and the 5 minutes looking pretty good. It definitely looks like it can break the high of the last 5 minute. I look at the 10 minute as well. You can barely see it in the corner. But the 10 minute also looks pretty good, like if it can break the previous high. So I'm looking at this thinking, you know, I need a pullback on it, which, I mean, this is a decent pullback. It's pulling back quite a lot though. Broke the $0.50, broke 850, and you know, it popped up above it, but it looks like it can keep going to the downside. So I didn't want it to pull back so much, and that's exactly what it was doing. But I mean, you know, if I could see a 2 candle pullback, then maybe it's, you know, worth staying. So that's what I was looking for. After this one candle closes, I figured it was gonna, you know, open low and then, you know, break the previous low of this 1 minute candle. And if it tapped VWAP, I wanted to see if it was gonna hold this level. So this candle opens. I was expecting a rejection off of the 870 level, which it did. This one broke below this previous 1 minute. As you can see here, it's about to do that. And I was debating whether to buy in at VWAP, which is this white line here at 820. So the low of this ends up getting to around 832, I believe, 833, somewhere in that area. And I didn't buy in because I just got a little nervous on it. I didn't want it to flush below VWAP, especially after that big rejection from 9 all the way back to 840, or this previous rejection from 915 all the way back down to 820. So I really didn't want to see that. However, I had seen it was holding this level pretty well. It was really holding this 840 level, 850 level, and you know, I bought in early for the next break of the 1 minute high. So as you can see here, we got 3 more seconds. It's going to open, but the problem with this one is that it opened above the last previous high. So the last 1 minute high here, it opened kind of above the level or break even, and it just flushed right out of the gates. Once it opened, it just, you know, flushed. Not even flushed, because that's a dramatic, you know, way to take it, but it did drop, and I just wasn't having it. It was having a hard time breaking over the 870 level, and so I just went ahead and sold here at 870. I feel it was the right move to make at the time, you know, but after looking again, it was making higher lows here, as you can see. making higher lows, and next thing you know, it goes from 870 all the way over 9 once more before rejecting off the level again. So it was holding this 870 level fairly well, but it could never hold over 9. If I can get filled here, I put an order out, but I want to see if I'm gonna get filled after all or not. There we go. I got filled basically at 291.17, 291, somewhere around that area where I'm filled at. Now I'm looking at this to the upside. I don't want to see it break 291, but I mean, it definitely can. As of right now, there's no true indicator that this is going to keep continuing lower, because the 5 minutes looking really solid. Some of the 10-minute, I do want to see this break the high here and head to 293. If it breaks 293.18, then for sure I think I'm going to sell it. But I just need this to continue higher and prove its strength, prove that it's holding, and prove that it can definitely continue on this level. Well, that's kind of annoying. So held through that entire consolidation just to see it fail like that. Pretty annoying. I'm still in. I'm at 291, 17 here basically, so I'm still profitable on it. But now instead of me being up 100 like I was, I'm basically only up 50 bucks. Now I'm gonna turn red here pretty soon, which is pretty annoying. I mean, I expected way more from this stock. I'm gonna hold this here because this is such a ridiculous drop. It's hitting VWAP right here. That's a pretty ridiculous drop. It's gonna break the low is what it looks like, which also really sucks. I should have just sold while I had the chance. There you go. So I just closed my position with a $35 loss. That's it's actually a $30 loss. That's really annoying. I had a feeling it was gonna drop just because of these next candles here. Okay, so coming into this Facebook trade, I did take my entry. I believe I took my entry right here, around 291.17, I believe, or 291.20 is where I was actually filled. Then you see this huge rejection here from 291.20 all the way down to about almost a half dollar, 290.50. So it was a big drop. However, Facebook, I've traded this many times. Sometimes it has a huge drop like that. And then fakes out, and it, as you see here, it faked out to the bottom and it continued higher. It's kind of a normal thing. It kind of did it here on the 5 minute, as you see, drop really low, and the next thing you know, it opens high. My goal was to break the previous 5 minute high. The only problem was this one basically double topped. So they basically, this 5 minute here only broke by 1 or 2 cents, I believe. And this one, it should have just ripped through that level. So I figured, okay, it's probably going to do some sideways consolidation and then, start ripping higher after it's done with its consolidation. So I was just letting these 1 minute candles sort themselves out, just letting them go higher, I guess. It seemed like it was going at an up angle here, and that's exactly what I was looking for. I thought this was just going to keep dropping. But it actually held this area. It kept holding 292 fairly well. So that, made me feel even more confident in my trade. I'd seen the 5 minute, it looked like it can break higher. Saw the 10 minute, looked like it can break higher. And I decided, you know what, I don't want to sell too quick here. I'm basically at a really good spot, almost at VWAP. I'm at a really good spot, and if this does some sideways consolidation and rips higher, I don't want to miss the move and sell too early. And I also figured this can break not only the 5 minute high, but I figured it can break the daily high. Sorry, that's the 10 minute. I figured it can break the daily high, which was at 293.18. And the high here was around 250. It was at 240, but almost 250. I was like, it's, only 50 cents away. It's not that far away. And that also made me really confident. I figured, oh, this is for sure going to break on the daily. Like, it has to. This is what really made me most confident in my trade. I looked at the volume, low red volume. It's decreasing, ever so slowly. High green candle here. Also another high green candle at the open. So I felt this had a lot of potential to the upside. I did, however, see this curling like this, like a kind of like a forming an H in a way. So right here, this would be the beginning, and then next thing you know, the drop, and then it's a little lowercase h. So I did see this forming, and I didn't like that, and I noticed that. However, when this new 5-minute opened, I figured, okay, it might pull back, 2 candle pullback, just like my other trade. Small pullback, it's a pullback's expected. I thought it was gonna fake out similarly how it did to this candle, but once it popped up here to I think 291.80, and then it rejected even harder all the way down to 291, even breaking 291. And that's what made me stop out. Was after I'd seen that huge rejection, I had to wait. I didn't want to sell so quick. I waited for a small pop back up through VWAP. I sold for a small loss through there. So overall, I finished up $105.04 in my stock trading account and -30 in my options trading account, for a total of $75.04 profit on the day. These are two totally separate accounts, but I like to combine both of them at the end of the day just to really show how much I'm up overall in each account. If you like the content, please subscribe and like this video, as it really helps my channel grow. Otherwise, I'll see you back tomorrow for another trade recap. Take care.